Folks, there are two words I thought I'd never hear again in my lifetime. But sadly, they have crept back. Now, those two words are subversion and crackdown. Oh boy. Oh boy. We are definitely back to the Moi days. Yeah. In fact, it's worse. Much worse. Moi never switched off TV stations. Moi never switched off radio stations. But the Jubilee government is switching them off. Now, before we proceed, please allow me a few seconds to do some house cleaning, some domes. Now, if you're out there and you've become a Club 1999 member and you're not receiving any reports, yeah, it's very simple. Please go back to the first email I sent you, yeah, immediately became a member, immediately after payment, yeah. Right at the top of that email is a very important instruction, yeah. Just please follow it, it's very simple, and you'll be able to start receiving updates. Now, I appreciate normally the first email is very explosive. It has got a lot of information. Yeah. So I'm thinking, or rather I'm seeing, yeah, somebody opens that email and what is this? And then you forget. You're excused, yeah? But please go back to that first email. There's something you have to do, yeah? Do it and you'll receive the updates. Okay? Okay, tumemaliza domes, tumemaliza house cleaning. Back to Kenya. Kenya is in trouble, okay? And there's no doubt about that, because what has happened is that the government has launched a major crackdown, okay? When you see words like subversion, which I last heard in the Moi days, wow. Hey, when I was a young man, starting out in my journalism career, yeah, we would hear things like, kuna watu wanafanya subversion, serikali yangu haitakubali hata kidogo. Very sad, extremely sad. On the other side, things are not also good, yeah, with the people's president, yeah. In fact, let me address him properly. His Excellency President Raila Amolo Odinga, yeah. His Excellency the President is expected to meet with the other NASA principals today, and definitely it's not business as usual. Yeah, today 31st January 2018. Okay, because the president is under a lot of pressure from his supporters to clean house. Okay, I'm telling you, Kenyans are very serious. They're not joking. Okay, they do not want vigeugeu, yeah, or people are hesitant. Yes, because the reasoning is this: Baby Pendo died. Stephanie Mora died, yeah, and a host of other people died, okay, in this fight for a better Kenya, okay? So if we have a leader who is hesitant, who is not sure where they're going, yeah, the people will not take it. Yeah, that's what I'm getting from the ground. That's not Chris Kumekucha. That is the people of Kenya speaking, okay? Because as you know, I always have my ears on the ground. I know what people are saying. I know the general mood, etc., etc. I try my best to know those things, yeah? So His Excellency President Odinga has a lot to deal with this morning, because there's also the crackdown which is targeted at his supporters, okay? There are even crazy rumors, very crazy rumors that I don't want to believe, that somebody is planning to shut down the internet so that they can arrest His Excellency the President. I do not want to believe those rumors, and I beg and I urge anybody who has got such plans to rethink. Okay? Gosh, we have so much to cover. Anyway, let's start at the beginning. And the beginning is the crackdown. Now, Jubilee Senator for Nairobi, Bwana Sakaja, when he was releasing Babu Owino, when he was organizing for the release of Babu Owino, said the following: people should go back and look at their calendars properly. Yeah, some people should go back and look at their calendars properly, yeah, and confirm that actually we're in the year 2018. Remember that? Yeah. And you also remember on this channel I've been telling you, I've been saying severally, yeah, that some people are from the Stone Age, 60s, 70s tactics, and they expect them to work in 2018. Now, obviously, this is only a recipe for disaster. This is only a recipe for bloodshed. Nothing less. Now, I can imagine people advising President Uhuru Kenyatta, yeah, and asking him the question, what do you think your dad would have done? Yeah, and urging him on and telling him, look, we must be, your dad was forceful, yeah? Your dad used to crack down on any opposition, yeah? And you must do the same. Eh? Now, folks, after hearing the word subversion spoken by a senior government official, by the way, the word subversion means undermining, yeah? Undermining authority. According to me, it's really a colonial government word. Yeah, no modern African business has any business using that word. I don't see. Because you see, the colonial government was not democratically elected. Nope. It was a draconian, dictatorial government forced upon the people. Yeah, and that's why they had to use the word subversion. But when you hear a government from Kenya, a country that is touted, a country that is praised for having one of the most progressive constitutions in the world, when you hear such a government using such words, then you can be sure that that government is in power illegitimately. It probably won the vote by 10 or 15%, yeah, of the population, yeah, which leaves the other 80%, 70% of the population not with them. Yeah, just like the colonial government, the statistics were more or less the same. And that is why you need to use the word subversion. Yeah, because the majority are undermining your authority. Yeah. Anyway, after hearing the word subversion, and after hearing the word crackdown, and after seeing this thing actually unfold, because we have had a journalist, Nation Media Center yesterday was under attack. Police were hanging around. And word went around very quickly that the police were about to arrest Linus Kaikai, who's head of the Nation Broadcasting Division, yeah, Larry Mado, and Ken Mijungu. And so that you know that kimeumana, several NGO lawyers, several activists rushed to the Nation Center, yeah, to stand in solidarity with Linus Kaikai, yeah. Well, I know, of course, they're not going to stop those police officers with the big guns from arresting Kaikai, yeah, because this government that talks about subversion, yeah, normally arrests people in a very dramatic way, yeah. 8-10 officers carrying guns, big guns, yeah. Indeed, that is the way TJ Kajwang was arrested, yeah, the legislator for Waraka, yeah, but we'll come to that in a minute. After seeing all this drama, I don't think anything will shock me, yeah. So if in the next minute I start hearing a statement, yeah, going like this, serikali yangu imesimama imara, na yoyote ambaye atajaribu kucheza na serikali, nitasiaga yeye kama unga. Of course, that is accompanied by some very abusive words, yeah. Talking about the private parts of people's mothers and so on and so forth. That was, of course, was Jomo Kenyatta. Now, the interesting thing is that historically, before we got to where we are today, people had forgiven that old man. Yeah, Jomo Kenyatta was looked at fondly. Yeah, despite the draconian ways, despite what went down, he was well loved. But oh boy, things are about to change, because the kind of things going on in Kenya now, oh boy, Mzee will not be allowed to rest in peace. Yeah, he'll be dragged back. That's how politics is. Yeah, he's going to be dragged back from the grave, and he'll no longer be honored. Mark my words. Well, that is the nature of politics. Oh boy. Well, in this first episode of this series, we have touched on a lot of things. Now let's start focusing. Yeah, and we're going to start in the next series by focusing on the crackdown. Why is it there? How long should we expect it to be there? What is really happening in Kenya? Okay, don't miss it. As soon as that video is ready, you know what to do. Click on the link on your top left-hand corner and you'll be there. Yeah. This is Kumekucha reporting from crumbling Kenya. See you there.